All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, and salutations to those that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Nathaniel coming back at you through the Spirit with another lesson, and I pray and hope this lesson is edifying. And this lesson is, I like to do testimonials, and confess those things, that miraculous things the Lord has done in my life, even down to the smallest things, because I just think, a lot of these things be unexplainable, and it happened, and it happens in too short of a succession from when the time I prayed for it and the time it actually happened for it not be the Lord to be moving on certain things. Okay, so during the snowstorm, and I live in Georgia, so during the snowstorm, if you know anything about Georgia, if the snow melts and it freezes, it's going to freeze the road because Georgia doesn't have the facilities to actually combat this type of weather. Okay, so the roads for my job froze over completely. And and I just send up a simple prayer. Just, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Baba Kashai, Baba Kashai, have mercy upon me. Send an angel out to protect my way, and allow me to get home in clear traffic, unimpeded and unobstructed, and I get there quickly and safely. This is just a simple prayer, And on my way home, I noticed that the traffic on the side of the road that I was driving on was completely clear. The other side of the road was just packed. It was just packed. It was just cars stacked up everywhere. You had people that was getting smashed. But the direction that I was going, for some strange reason, there were no cars there. Okay? There were no cars smashed into the road. The road was pretty clear. It was icy. However, that's when, the prayer came up. Lord, allow me to return home safely. Right? And in addition to that, unimpeded. So there was no traffic in my way. Now, as I'm driving home, and I'm noticing this, and my mind is blown, because I'm sitting here thinking, this is exactly what I just asked the Lord for, and He cleared the path for me to get to my spot. Now, I don't need a super big miracle to know that the Lord did something big in my life. You know what I'm saying? And this was one of those things. It was like the roads were completely clear, and I got to my house safely. And it literally almost took me the same amount of time it would normally take me to get home. I get back to work the next day, or when the snow clears up, and everyone telling me, "Oh, I didn't get home. I left here at 6, and I didn't get home till midnight." Or I left here at 7, and I got here. I didn't get home till 3 hours later, and here I am. It took me 25 minutes to get home, roughly. And I dropped somebody else off. Well, it took me a little bit longer to drop them off, but even still, while dropping them off, my way was unimpeded. Okay, it was clear. All right, and on top of that, I was stuck in my restaurant because there was somebody who was waiting on their ride to get there, and their ride was stuck, and I can't leave the restaurant until everybody's gone, so I can lock everything up. So I had to wait. So I was the last person that left, and I was one of the first people to get back home. And I just thought that was crazy. So, I wanted to do just a quick lesson about the power of prayer. It says, this is Psalms 1 and 20, Psalms 121:7. It says, "The Lord shall preserve thee." Let's just go down and see. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna start here. This is Psalms 21:4. It says, "Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall never slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thee from going out, and thy coming in from this time forth, even from evermore." Now, this is talking about, ultimately, this is talking about the kingdom, but you can put this into context. The Lord will preserve our souls from evil. Okay. our souls will be preserved from those evil things that are happening. Why? Because one, if we be men of the Lord is going to protect us, and two, because of the power of prayer. All right. So let's go to the book of Peter, and I'm gonna go to 3:12. It says, "For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and His ears are open unto their prayers." You see that? So when you're somebody that's doing your best, because we can't do it, we're our righteousness is as filthy rags to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So if if we be men of the Lord is going to protect us, okay, and He's going to guard us if we be men of the Lord. And this is one of those examples where through the Spirit, I felt like the Lord was guarding me, from a peril that could have potentially been a great peril, because I saw people bashed in the poles. I saw this one dude, he had a purple Cadillac, and he was just bashed into a pole. And I'm sitting here looking at that, that could easily be you. You could easily be stuck in traffic. And, my truck is raggedy. My truck cannot take me and stuck in traffic. Okay. If I get stuck in traffic, my truck will die, and my truck will be stuck there. And then a whole other slew of problems will happen. Okay. So, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai looked out heavily, because he got me home safely in a raggedy truck that I was in. All right. It says, I'm gonna read this again. It says, this is 1 Peter 3:12. It says, "For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and His ears are open unto their prayers. But the face, but the face of the Lord is against them that do evil." Okay. So, so you can see that the Lord is going to protect His. He's going to protect His. All right. And you may think, because you're going through something, that the Lord might not be dealing with you. But if you really pay attention to what's happening in your life, if you be a man of the Lord, you see that the Lord is only allowing you to slip so far. He's not allowing you to slip into total despotism. He's not allowing you to slip and to be desperate. Okay, there are things that are happening to show the Lord is dealing with you. And during the things that I've been going through, I had to see, because it feels like He's not dealing with you. It feels like He's not, but then you realize the Lord chastened him that He loveth, and the Lord don't put more on you than you can handle. And then you see how, once, whatever behavior the Lord wanted to correct is corrected, then the Lord, or not, the Lord might have just been wanting to test you, because He the Lord, He can do whatever He wants. You start to see your life starting to get better, okay, or not. All right, it just depends on the Lord. So I'm gonna go here to the book of James. 500 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers. 2,000 subscribers. 5,000 subscribers. This is James 5:16. It says, "Confess your faults one to another, and pray one for another, that ye may be healed. The effectual, fervent prayer of the righteous man availeth much." You hear that? The effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. Okay? So you praying to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and you got a righteous soul, man, you get a lot done off of that, man. You get a lot done off of that. Okay? And then the next thing, you gotta believe. Okay? You gotta believe. You gotta believe that the Lord is a reward of him that diligently seek Him, one that does His work. You gotta realize that. You know, you gotta understand that. Hey, the Lord, you may be going through things, but you know what? I'm just gonna grab this real quick. Netherite sword. All right, so this is Micah 2 and 10. Then it says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted and will destroy you, even with the sword of destruction." So shit ain't gonna never go right on this side for you. All right, this is why we need the Lord and we need prayer, because things aren't gonna go right for you consistently. You're gonna get thrown a bone every now and again, but in the grand scheme of things ain't gonna work out all the time. Okay, so that's why we need prayer to combat that. All right. And you never know what type of spirits. I mean, you should know if you're a man of the Lord. You should know if you got spirits on you or not, and what you need to do to get them off. You know, and one of those things is prayer. It's prayer, and realize that, hey, this ain't our rest. So bad shit gonna happen consistently, man. To you, and the way to combat that is through prayer. Okay. Um, I'm gonna grab one more precept. 20, 40, 80, 160. All right, this is James. I'm gonna go back to the book of James. Dirt block, cobblestone block. 4 and 3. I'm gonna start at verse 1. Iron block, diamond block. I'm gonna start at verse 2. It says, "You lust and ye have not, you kill and you desire to have, but cannot obtain. Ye fight a war, yet ye have not, because ye have not asked. Ye have not received, because ye ask amiss." It's not in the will of the Lord, that ye may consume it upon your lust. So when you lusting for something, and you ask for it, you ain't gonna get it. But if you asking in righteousness, right? When you ask in righteousness, the Lord will look out for you. Okay? That's what that means. You can't just sit here and think, that the Lord is going to give you the wicked things of this world, that you're going to get the lust of your heart. Okay? That's why it says a righteous man, the prayers of a righteous man availeth much. All right? But you got to ask. If you're a righteous man and you asking the Lord things in righteousness, more than likely you're going to get your prayer answered. Okay? And I just wanted to do this quick lesson, to show that a small prayer of me just praying to get home safely in a snowstorm, how much of a miracle that could be. Okay? The Lord completely cleared the way and got me to the crib safely. All right, and it was exactly what I prayed for. All right, so with that, I prayed as an edifying lesson. I'm gonna end it off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Until next time, I say Shalom.